which is a centrifuge building. For those of you who don't know centrifuge, we support founders, entrepreneurs, startups in the interest of building our region. And so if you're wondering why I haven't mentioned 2030 District yet, now is the time. When I started working for Centrifuge and managing Union Hall about a year ago now, it wasn't, but shortly after that, Green Umbrella and the 2030 District folks joined us as temporary residents here. And I have to say that is where our missions and our purpose kind of collide. So we've partnered in various ways to promote the growth of the region, but I think one of the most exciting ways that we've done so, and I'm happy to announce, is that this building, as of a couple months ago, is now an official 2030 District member. So it took a little while for kind of them to wrangle us in and, you know, for them to help us understand how critically important their mission is to our mission and to the missions of all of the great teams and work that's done in this building. So we are just thrilled. We're so excited about the possibilities and what's to come. So stay tuned on that. But without further ado, let me go ahead and introduce Elizabeth Rojas, the 2030 Cincinnati District Director.
Oh, this is great. I love seeing all of you here today. So, as Abby said, I'm the Cincinnati 2030 District Director, and all of this work that we're going to talk about today and you'll learn about is all part of a huge effort and collaboration with a lot of people. So we have our building members, we have professional partners, and we have community partners and new people here that are going to hopefully see all the value that we all bring in this collaboration. So first, I'd like to say a great big thank you to our Local 212 IBEW. They are our marquee sponsor. Our event sponsors today are Coolco, Path Electric, Centrifuge, hosting us in this lovely space, Ulta Fiber, Bell Charitable Foundation, and BHDP. Our silver sponsors are P&G and Metro, and our bronze sponsors are Interface and Scantia. Thank you to everybody. So I had a funny thing the other day. I was talking to an acquaintance about what was going on this week in my life, and she asked me what I was doing. I said I was preparing for this event, and she says, "Oh, well, when did you get into sustainability?" And I said, I don't know. I don't know when I got into sustainability. I started thinking, I cannot remember a time when I haven't been passionate about this or when I didn't feel like it was an existential crisis. So I thought for a minute, and then I thought back, oh yeah, when I was in high school, and I'm going to date myself a little bit here, Murphy Brown, if anybody remembers that show, Murphy Brown was boycotting a restaurant because they had styrofoam, and she was not going to buy their styrofoam anymore. And I was just taken aback, like, oh my goodness, this is a huge problem. Surely this will be solved by my 20s. And so, I go into my sort of, college years and everything, thinking that all of this is right around the corner. It's always going to be solved. And what I didn't realize at that time were how many things conspire against actually making significant progress. And so, that's been a long lesson that I'm still learning every day. But to say that we all come together and we work as a collaborative group is where it all begins. So all of the people here in this room, whether you are somebody that thought, you know, I'm not sure if this is the biggest problem, you know, there's other big problems, or whether you think, just like I did when I was younger, that it is an existential threat, then it doesn't really matter because we're all here working together. And I think one of the things I'd love for everybody to take away today from this interaction is that this is a community that all works as a group. And I learn something from all of these folks every single day. Each of them learn from each other. But the point is, whether you're a Fortune 500 company that is, you know, completely aggregate or off of the grid because you've had all of your solar offset, your energy offset with solar, or whether you're a small entrepreneurial business and you're just starting off and you're not sure where to begin, whether you have a facilities team or whether it's just you. And I know that there's Tiffany back there in the back that you know, is working really diligently with NKU, and we have the universities, and we have small businesses. Everybody is at a different place, but it doesn't matter because we're all coming together. So I will just give a little brief. In the back, we will have drinks and snacks all day. Along the side of the walls, please connect with these folks. These are our community and professional partners that have they've been supporting our work since day one. They're engaged in our teams, they're helping us to achieve our goals, they're helping building members on a daily basis. Then in the center here, you'll see these 4 brown tables. They have a little sign on them, and that talks about what their focus is. These are volunteers in the group that are focused on energy and water at one table, occupant health here, transportation over here, and then in the very back we have our own, if you're sitting at that table, then you get to talk about what the 2030 district does. So anyway, feel free to see everybody, and we are going to head upstairs to the very first session. That's straight upstairs to the 4th floor, and I think there's some human arrows here, like Stephanie. Look for Stephanie if you need to. And Tom Schultz is our data and program manager with Cincinnati 2030 District. He can answer a lot of questions that I can't. And then we'll see you in just about 10 minutes upstairs. That's for all the members. If there's extra space, please feel free to join us. But I'd like to see all the building members